just about set. And towing the slab here, Steven Matz. How about a scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go now. Leading off, Santiago Espinal.
Designated hitter, Santiago Espinal.
That one outside. And we're underway here this afternoon. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. One out, base is empty. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing, not get beat by that pitch.
Now, Elly De La Cruz. Just missed.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Elly's entire career.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series.
Ball 3.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Elly was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
Man at second. That's to third. Gets it to first. 2 out.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Austin Hayes.
And boom, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score, man. I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Jeimer Candelario in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one not close. And the count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt. McClain at second with 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's Austin Hayes. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Coming home. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
On the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Stevenson matched a homer in his last game. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Cardinals coming up. Back here in St. Louis, and our starting pitcher here today, Rhett Lauder. What do we need to know here?
Well, one thing for me that's a little alarming is that this guy is walking more than he's striking out. And when you've got traffic on the base paths, one mistake can put your team behind the 8 ball early in a ball game. So we'll see today if somehow he's able to reverse that trend, fill up the strike zone, get some soft contact, and perhaps move through this ball game without too much damage.
Lars Nootbaar leading things off and takes a strike.
1 strike.
And the 0-1. Grounds 1 to short. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Siggy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. 1 big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Brendan Donovan, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Contreras launched a homer in his most recent game. That clips a corner.
Oh! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And delivers outside. Not even close there. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Slapped foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hit on the ground to Candelario. Candelario on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. And they're down 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Spencer Steer. Foul ball. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
One down, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now here is Christian Encarnacion Strand. And a foul ball. Misses inside, and a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Santiago Espinal.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. Ball 1, no strikes. Encarnacion Strand off of first with 2 away. And there's a hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Not sure if too many people have been
Now
paying
batting,
attention to it
second
quite yet,
baseman,
Singy,
Matt
but that
McLean.
extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And now here is Matt McLean in the air, fairly deep to right field. Nootbaar makes the catch, and that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2.
for the Cardinals.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
Burleson.
A little bit high. Ball 1.
1-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
That's foul.
Here's a 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Runner takes off. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Right through there for a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that's way high. 1-2 the count. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Cards leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check out
off
what's
for
been happening of
Cincinnati,
late.
shortstop,
Really been
Ellie
struggling.
De La Cruz.
Mats back to work. There's a strike.
So here's a fun note on Ellie.
0-1.
He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Jamer
Now batting Jamer
Candelario.
Candelario. RBI single his last time up.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, no strike.
Candelario, 31 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Ellie on his way to second.
Nope.
Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That catches the corner.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And he grounds one back up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. It's 3-zip.
Couple of singles back to
Now
back.
back.
Just kept it
Left
simple.
fielder,
Played
Austin
Pepper with the
Hayes.
middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. Doubled in his first AB. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got
Now
a good pitch to
batting,
drive.
catcher,
Stayed short with his
Tyler
bat path to
Stevenson.
the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Good slider inside right there.
Now
Batter
batting,
fighting to
the
get there.
center
Just rolled
fielder,
over it. Got the
TJ
ground ball.
Friedel.
TJ Friedel digs in now. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
This one in the dirt. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Hayes, the runner at second with one away. The other way. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
I know they call Ozzie Smith the wizard, but Nolan Arenado, he's a wizard over there at the hot corner. Seems like we see him make plays like this on a daily basis.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Steven Matz departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching
Quinn
for the
Matthews
Cardinals.
takes over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Quinn Matthews.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Now one missed.
1-1.
2 outs and one in scoring position. Hit hard on the ground is short. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
and
off
struggles
for
at the
St. Louis,
plate in this
center
series
fielder,
as we take a look at the numbers.
Walker.
Pitch misses outside, and that's ball 1. Just missed. And a ground ball to first. Encarnacion Strand takes it to the bag, and a quick out number 1.
Nice. The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. That clips the corner. Ground ball up the middle. De La Cruz throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now that is right fielder.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. Got it started a little too early. Strike
No
one.
ball. One strike.
Two down, nobody on. Popped up. McLean makes the play, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for
and
Cincinnati,
here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. Two strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now
One down.
batting, designated hitter Santiago Espinal.
Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Just off the outside edge. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
McLean lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. High fly ball out to left field. Donovan makes the catch, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Left fielder Brendan Donovan.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball one.
Strike.
And a foul ball. And now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
On the ground, and foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
So a man at first. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Steer under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Now batting, second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
First offering, and it just misses. The Cardinals yet to pick up a hit here. That's too low. Now 2-0. Started to swing, held up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's the strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering misses down and away. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And it remains 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Okay.
Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Nolan Arenado. He popped out to the catcher his first time up.
Nolan Arenado.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's fouled away. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, two outs. Towards first, and that one handled. Encarnacion Strand steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Slice down the right side. And the lefty with the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
That one missed.
1 strike.
That's inside. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side. And he's safe at first as no one could get to the bag in time.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Stepping in, Jamer Candelario. And first offering is fouled off. De La Cruz on at first, nobody out. And it's 1-1. Swings and chases a low one there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering upstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. He will score.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch misses. That one hit to right. Drops into the glove. One away.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Stevenson.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder TJ Friedel.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Run scoring double here for the Reds. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Give me everything you got. Stripping down in the parking lot. Quiet type, watch him hit the spot. Sneak tip on top.
And we're back.
Leading
We head to the
off
bottom of the
St. Louis,
fifth. And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball.
Well, he's been
One
incredibly
strike.
efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And the
One
next
ball.
pitch is
Two
way
strikes.
outside. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Now up for St. Louis,
batting,
Jordan Walker.
center fielder
Grounded out
Jordan
his first time up.
Walker.
Ball one, no strikes. The Reds leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. And that's through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now
3-2.
it's 3-2. And that one hammered. Steer ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping
Now
in from
batting,
right field right now.
shortstop.
So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
2 down, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that is out of play.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 outs. That one a little bit
Oh, that's a ball.
high. Now 1-2.
Whew, I thought he'd bite right there.
Got Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Redbirds down quietly. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Matthews back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy appears to be getting loose. Liberator getting cranked up as well.
No, that's a ball. 2-0.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2-2.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Arenado makes the catch, and there's one down. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Encarnacion Strand measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Fouled off left side. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nootbaar sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated
So the lineup
hitter,
flips over.
Santiago
In now for the Reds,
Espinal.
Santiago Espinal. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses
1
outside.
ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. That one almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 5 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. That clips the corner. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Emilio Pagan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Barlow also throwing. That one ripped. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1.
Donovan.
Ball one there. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Man at second. In there at the knees. And it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Could be trouble coming home. He'll score easily.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Donovan stands at second with no outs. Outside low, and it's 2-0. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to the left. Boots it.
Most of the time, first basemen make those picks in the dirt look pretty easy, but that was a tough one on his backhand side right there. He got his glove down and gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick in the pocket. So, unfortunately, his teammate gets tagged with an error.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Rhett Lauder done for the afternoon, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.